Hey guys, 7th grade math. This is Miss Gregory here. I am going to go back after doing the week 3 video and do one for week 1. So I am already signed in. I'm into my learning. I'm in 7th grade math and I am at week 1. Week 1 there was a checklist and a pretest, which we've already shown you. There is a pretest, which we're not going to go into. You've already done. You were to do lessons on unit rates, and then you can see that the unit rate quiz here with the rocket is telling you to do the rocket. So we are going to go into the module for unit rates. Looks fun, looks exciting. You've got animals. You're looking up here at the two arrow keys on either side of the word home, or if you need to go to a certain page, you can click 1 through 7. You should be reading them all. You should be scrolling through all of the pages. The first one is on unit rates, which is a review from earlier in this school year. The lesson objectives are posted at the bottom. After you do the lesson, you should be able to compute unit rates with ratios of fractions. All right, let's go ahead to page 2, where it does some review vocabulary with unit rates. Unit rates meaning that the denominator is 1. Sometimes we have unit rates with what are called complex fractions. So as you can see here, we have 1/2 gallon per 10 seconds. And we are trying to change that into what is the gallons per 1 minute. Okay, there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, so sometimes you have to convert between units like inches and feet, or minutes and hours and seconds. All right, notice it's got a big remember tip over here. To compute the unit rate, think about how to get the denominator equal to 1. You still need to scroll down and look at the examples. They are walking you through multiplying both the numerator and the denominator of the original fraction by 6/1. To get the unit rate is 3 gallons per 1 minute. All right, here's talk about the complex fraction, which was just mentioned, division of fractions, and we always say you keep, change, flip, which means you multiply by the reciprocal. So here is a reminder of how that would look. You always need to have, when you are dividing with fractions, the order matters. I'm just going to go up here and show you in case you wanted to go to page 3 this way instead of using the top buttons. That works for you as well. Unit rates are also useful when you are trying to find the unit price, the better buy, the better deal. And so we are looking at potato chips on the trip to the zoo. And I've always talked about PDQ, meaning price divided by quantity. That's how you would put things in order into your calculator. And you can use a calculator to help you with these. And if you look in the examples, nothing seems to be rounded to the hundredths place for cents or for money, but it is left out to 3 decimal places in this case so that you can gauge which one is the better buy. So now you've got some stretch your mind practice, and it wants you to complete the problem on your own, meaning get out your pencil and your paper for math, guys, and write down the problem. Try to work it out. Put it into your calculator and see what you get, and you can calculate it and then check your answer. This is the work that is shown. You basically are putting this into the calculator, again the price divided by the quantity or the amount. Which bag of chips should the family purchase? Okay, looks like you have come to the end of that page, and you could go up here and go to page 2 this way or use the arrows. And sometimes it takes a little longer to load some pages, more so than others. But there are a lot of examples here, and if you are forgetting to click these arrows, then you are missing some important information. So we are looking at the examples on the way to the zoo. What is the unit rate in miles per inch? And you can click through and see the work set up as a rate being simplified to a unit rate, meaning for every inch on the GPS screen, the actual distance on the road is 31 miles. But wait, there's more. Click here. What is the unit rate in inches per mile? Okay, so inches per mile, feet per mile, feet per second. Notice the steps of converting, getting the unit rate. What is the difference between unit rates? Okay. And we still need to scroll all the way down and look at these two practice problems. You can purchase the apples, work it out on paper. You can check your answer. There's a practice question too. You can work it out and then you can check your answer. Go into page 5. Now we're looking at unit rates with multiple conversions. Sometimes you may have to change from seconds to minutes to hours, and sometimes those are a little more difficult. So you definitely want to pay attention to these examples because there have been some like this on the quiz that people have had trouble with. So think about what units you are converting from and how far you may need to go. It could be more than one step. Okay. Here's a reminder how to do the conversion. So you want to click down here and you want to look at every step and make sure you understand what they did to get the answer. And then there's also a really cute video to see how fast the cheetah is running, and you can play the video.
Unit rates are similar to uniforms and even unibrows. Why? Well, all of these things have just one of something. For example,
also, while that's playing, I'm going to click this version. If you click on the show text version, if you'd rather not listen to the video, you could read the text version, or you could read it while you have the video play. Again, your choice.
For example, this cheetah is able to run
You can even
330
print it.
feet in 4 seconds. But what if we...
So you would continue to watch the video. I am going to move us along so the video doesn't take so long. All right, we are now on page 6 of 7, so we're almost there. It's wanting you to do some practice. A few people had trouble understanding what exactly to do with the trail mix recipe, but your recipes need to be equivalent so that they taste the same. So you want to change the ingredients by the same amount, like as if you were doubling or tripling, or if you were cutting it in half. So there instructions when the ingredients are mixed together. Every batch of trail mix tastes the same. Fill in the blank so that each batch will be the same. Again, think equivalent ratios. So if you look up here at the graphic, you are told the ingredients and how much of each thing. So you would need to look at that in order to make the different batches. You see you've got drop down menus, you click for your choices, and again, I don't want to show you what to do and give you answers. If I could scroll on out of here. If you think you've made a mistake, you can reset, and then when you're done, you can submit. This is 1 of 2, so you would continue on, and then of course there is also a text version for you. That basically is the last assignment or activity with the unit rate lesson. And the last page is typically a review or summary of what you should have learned to see if you are ready for the quiz. So did you meet these lesson objectives? Can you compute unit rates with ratios of fraction? Always go back over the vocabulary words. They're always important. They've got the definitions for unit rate and complex fraction. Here's a summary of some of the examples that were done with unit rates. Also some of the ones comparing the prices with unit rates. I like that you can click on the lesson guide, which we just looked at, and print it if you wish. I'm going to go ahead and click out of it. You can download it, you don't have to print it, or you can simply take your own notes. And it says you did it. You've reached the end of the lesson, and now you are ready to show what you know. So now you can go to this button, and you can see as I hover over it, it's going to take you to the unit rates quiz. So if you are ready, then you can take the quiz one time, wait for it to be graded, and receive feedback on any errors before you retake it. You have 3 attempts, and we will take the higher score of all of the 3 attempts that you take. So use them wisely. Thank you.